I love that because the question I was starting to think about was, we spent a lot of time talking about how do you transform your energy draining activities to ones that give you energy, but we didn't spend a whole lot of time really diving into how do you take the things that give you energy and structure it in a way that amplifies their ability to give you more energy. And so it sounds like one key way to do that is by orienting it to prioritizing your time to do that. Do you have other interesting ways you could help amplify the energy giving activities to be able to have a greater impact on you and your well-being?
Yeah, I think just like if you look outside of the meetings, you can like look at the set of things that really give you energy. Like if you look at them and you look at your calendar, or you're just like, oh man, I really want to go surfing. Like there's this great window. Like I'm a surfer, right? And so if there's good surf conditions out, like basically the rest of the world doesn't exist while the conditions are good, right? I know I'm going to prioritize that. That's just the way I am, and I set up my life that way. But like know those things about yourself so you can really create that time, right? Like I know people who really love their coffee, and so for them, they'll spend like 30 minutes, like or whatever it is, like getting their whole coffee ritual together, and they know that about themselves, and they create the space for that, right? Or maybe it's like maybe you get a lot of energy from going to like seeing the symphony, right? And so when the symphony starts playing again, I don't know if they are or not, like you end up figuring out how to create space and time for that. So just name those pieces and prioritize those things for you, right? Like they're I think people discount them a lot, and they're really crucial pieces to our lives, right? So for me, I think it's really important to elevate those pieces.
I felt like I just got called out because I have a defined coffee ritual, Brad. So I felt like you were describing my morning routine there. Um, that's awesome.
Definitely
But in a
calling
great
you out,
way. I love
Patrick.
talking about coffee, so that's cool. But just to validate a little bit,
Yeah,
Jerry and
it's
I did an
wonderful.
event in New York a couple years ago, and one of the things, like one of the engineering leaders that was speaking there, was Nick Rockwell at Fastly, and he shared like he shared there was some non-negotiables for him, and it was like movement, meditation, and it was like you had to do those five things. I can't name all of them. It was like movement, meditation, nutrition, and sleep. And that's four. And that those were non-negotiable, and that he would have to do those. And that's the first place he looked if things felt out of balance or he felt bad. And so that self-awareness around the things that give you energy and the non-negotiables that give you a great day are really powerful tools to tap into as a leader.
Yeah, I completely resonates with me. I remember one before I was much better at. I'm not perfect about it clearly at this point, but when I was much worse in terms of managing my time allocations, I remembered I used to love to cook, and I still love to cook. But what happened in this role, I got to this place where I stopped cooking. Like I got so burned out that I was like compromising on my non-negotiables, and like it was like a red flag for me. It's like I'm cutting into the bone here. Like this is clearly not serving me. So like knowing those things that are really important, you need to prioritize and can really come signals for you if things are going well or not. Like they're kind of like uh, the things which you really say I'm not willing to compromise here.